Greetings, the Astro 30 here yet again with a short video for you today. I've got the AEL-50B bass buddy amplifier set up as if it would be in its cabinet. I haven't connected the toroidal transformer yet, I'll do that in a minute. But I've got the output of the power amplifier going through a spade terminal. I've done a little bit of work off camera. That goes into the muting relay, then it comes back out into the speaker. I've got all crimped terminals for the positive and negative of the power supply, redone the audio lead, so all I have to do now is plug the toroidal in and see what happens. Alright, toroidal's hooked up and I've got the speaker hooked up, so I'm going to plug this in and I'm going to unplug it quickly if it makes any strange noises. Here we go, first test. Alright, first off, we've got a hum. So I've created a hum loop back at the transformer. So that just means my earthing is all screwed up. But at least the muting relay works. Alright, I've moved my earths around into a sort of makeshift star earth pattern, so all the earths are returning to this central point, not the power supply. Let's try that again. Well, it's better. Now I just need to grab my lead. There is still a hum there, so... Yep, okay, it works. Bass works. Mid works, treble works. Yeah, it seems to work quite well actually. I'm quite pleased, apart from the mains hum I'm getting out of the speaker. But that could be because everything's all exposed on the desk and I'm not really connected to a proper ground plane. Okay, cool. Well, it seems to work and seems to work alright, so I'm quite happy about that. Although I have noticed that this heatsink is now red hot and I do not know why. It's like the thing's gone into thermal runaway. That's hot. Okay, so I'm doing some verifications here. I've got the multimeter on ohmage across the speaker and it's giving me a DC resistance of close to 8 ohms, which is, yeah, that's right. It's not like it's a 2 ohm load or anything stupid like that. I've got the preamp disconnected from it and this does not produce any mains hum with the input disconnected, so it's coming from the preamp. That's had time to cool down now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the quiescent current across the amplifier and just see maybe we've got too high of a biasing current. Okay, the speaker is disconnected. I've got my 100 ohm safety resistor across the positive rail in series with it, and the meter across the resistor, set to voltage, and we'll just have a look at the quiescent current and make sure nothing is shorting on anything. Doesn't appear to be. We've got 750 volts DC, millivolts rather. So if you divide that by 100, that should still be 7 mA. So there's no reason why that would go into thermal runaway like that. So I've got the speaker reconnected, so I'm going to plug it in and I'm just going to leave it running idle and see, what happens. I mean, it's amplifying. So, interesting. I cannot hear anything coming out of that speaker. No buzz, no hum, no nothing. Not even out of the tweeters. I'm just wondering if the buzz mains hum that the preamp was injecting into the power amp was just causing it to overheat, because it's not doing anything. It's remaining the same temperature. It's not getting hot. So I know there's nothing wrong with the power amp. It must be all the circuit noise that's amplifying, causing it to heat up. But for the heatsink to get red hot, that is kind of indicative of thermal runaway. So I'm wondering if it does have a thermal runaway problem. I hope not. So, as I say, this was supposed to be a short video, but that never works out. So I'm going to leave that running, connected to the speaker, in its configuration for 5 minutes, go away and do something, and come back and we'll have another test at the heatsink. If it remains cold, then, or it's still warm from its previous overheat, if I want to call it that, but if it still hasn't changed temperature from that, then it's not a problem with the power amplifier, because they'll thermal run away just sitting idle. Okay, it's been a good 10 minutes. Still powered up. The heatsink has probably cooled down slightly, but it's still warm, lukewarm to the touch. It's not overly hot, it's not overly warm. I reckon that's probably sitting at around 11 degrees, something like that, Celsius. So I don't know. It's not thermally running away, sitting there idle on the bench connected to the load. So the only issue that I could see with this is that maybe those silicon diodes there, which are part of the biasing network, need to be in contact with either the heatsink or the drivers at least, which means I'd have to make them leads longer, which means probably taking them out and putting new ones in, which is going to be cluster. Could always be soldered in from underneath and then touching the heatsink at the bottom. That may help alleviate the what I'm suspecting is thermal runaway. It could also be that this heatsink that I'm holding is inadequate for the job. It's possible, but I doubt it. Yeah, I'm at a loss there. Unless it's getting overly hot because it's amplifying that mains hum that the preamp is producing, and that means I might have to rethink my wiring a little. But I'll cross that bridge a little later. Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Anyway, I've tested it. It works fine on the bench. All the components work well together apart from that mains hum that I'm getting induced into the preamp somehow. That could be an earth loop easily. However, if you are new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, please go down below and subscribe, because my aim by the end of August is to get to 2,000 subscribers. I'm currently over the 1,700 mark, so my goal is to get to two grand. And having said that, I will do a special AMA video at 2,000 subs, and I'll answer anything within reason that you may want to know about me or what I do or what's going on, etc. So anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to go down the bottom there and like and subscribe. Helps me know that I'm actually doing something constructive. You can also follow me on Facebook and become a Patreon member for as little as $1 a month. The links are in the description down below as usual, guys. Anyway, this is Yastro30 saying, see ya, have a great day. I will solve the problem.